What's good, y'all? It's just for Kicks 2 and 2 here, and I'm here with another tech closet. I know you guys been asking for a tech closet for a while. My fault. I just been busy doing some other things. I put out some sneaker reviews. I put out some day in the lives. But as far as tech closets go, they're a little bit more difficult to put together, obviously, because I got to get all the information and actually write it down into a way for you to understand. You know what I mean? So that's what I've been doing. This actual tech closet will be focusing on Nike Shox technology. The reason why I'm going straight into Shox and skipping over some other things is because Nike Shox have been around since the early 2000s, and pretty much I've also had one of my YouTube viewers, Alexologist. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but Alexologist, he's one of my viewers from outside the country. He actually suggested that I go over Nike Shox technology. So shout out to Alexologist. I do listen to the people. You know what I mean? So you see me with my hoodie on. It's not anything. I'm just kind of cold. You know what I mean? It's Florida, yeah, but I put my AC really, really low, so I'm gonna put my hoodie on, and you know what I mean, get comfortable while I read y'all. You know what I mean? So I can tuck y'all in bed no more. I'm fucking with y'all. But yeah. So let's get straight into it. Nike Shox technology. I hope when this video's over, you take something that I've said and you take it with you and you share it. You know what I mean? Because this is stuff you want to know about your shoes. Like, you know what I mean? Shoes have more than a look to them. They have a function as well. You know what I mean? I'm going to be reading out of my book. Obviously, I put together things. If you see my other tech closet, you've seen the stuff I put together. Yeah, so if you see me reading, like it looks like I'm reading, it's because I am actually reading. You know what I mean? I write all the stuff down. And I put together stuff so it's easier to explain to you guys. Nike Shox debuted in late 2000 as the most innovative athletic shoe available. After 16 years of Nike's industry-leading research and development, a shoe with unmatched responsiveness and impact protection was born. The columns of the Nike Shox system provide maximum support and cushioning. There is no Nike Air in the columns. The columns are made of high resilient urethane foam and are designed to maximize cushioning and stability. The Nike Shox system has been put through the most comprehensive testing of any product in Nike history, including biomechanical experiments, mechanical tests, and extensive wear testing, all led by Nike Sport and Research Lab. Obviously, some of you guys will know it by NSRL, the Nike Sport and Research Lab. The design and research formulas for Nike Shox were tailored for athletes based on their sport and gender-specific needs, making it the most studied technology in the history of Nike footwear. The Nike Shox system is made up of more than just revolutionary new columns. The outsole, forefoot, midsole plate, and transition wedge are engineered to work in tandem with the Nike Shox columns, together enabling the unique responsiveness of this high-performance shoe. So what I was just explaining right now is what Nike Shox is. A lot of people don't know exactly what Nike Shox is. That is exactly what somebody from the company would tell you what Nike Shox is. You know what I mean? It would be the best way to explain it to somebody from the outside looking in. So let's continue. I'm going to state a few benefits of Nike Shox. Maximum impact protection is one. The columns are made from high resilient urethane foam and are designed for maximum cushioning and stability. Another one is unique perception of responsiveness. Midsole plate and transition wedge work in tandem with the Nike Shox columns for unique responsiveness and easy heel-to-toe transition. The high energy efficiency of columns provide the unique feeling of responsiveness in the Nike Shox system. So if you guys didn't know, the inspiration behind Nike Shox was to create a product that will encourage athletes to strive for personal greatness and shatter records that are yet to be touched. So obviously Nike's marketing department couldn't ask for anything more when VC actually wore these shoes before they dropped the BB4 and actually jumped over another grown man at the Olympics, mind you, a sport, a place where the whole world is watching. So VC, if you remember, Vince Carter jumped over some dude that was like 7 foot something in the BB Shox. This is before the shoes came out, and if you remember, it was like so insane because he literally, it wasn't like a half jump, the guy wasn't standing up, the guy was standing up. So he literally jumped over him and dunked on him in these new Nike Shox technology shoes. And if you remember, man, the marketing department of Nike didn't have to do nothing. All they had to do was make that video viral, which they did on the internet, and it just got around. I think that was, I don't know if there was a commercial, but I remember seeing it on TV. I don't know if it was on one of those shows, you know what I mean, that have, there was like, oh my God, look what happened, sports event shit. You know what I'm talking about. But yeah, if you remember, that was the platform. That was like the trampoline for Nike Shox technology. Because as soon as you seen that, you were like, you need a pair. That was like, you know how they were saying like, be like Mike, you know, jump in the air, you know, dunk, it makes you jump higher. Everybody thought Shox made people jump higher. If you think about it, it's like, that was like the perfect thing to happen for Nike and this technology, because as soon as it dropped out into the public, a bunch of people went and got that. So let me keep on. Nike Shox cushioning is used in a variety of performance shoes across the categories. In addition, Nike Shox may use as few columns as 2 and as many as a full-length shoe. They also vary in shapes and sizes of columns depending on the need of the sport and the athlete. Another function, pressure distribution. I can't say that word, so folks don't slay me in the comment box, please. I can't really say that word too well. More uniform pressure distribution, and the Nike Shox system provides enhanced comfort. So another way, like on campus, what Nike actually refers to it, is called broad load distribution. Broad load distribution means the moderator plates distribute the impact across the whole heel so that it's absorbed by a larger area and reducing the shock from impact. And then last but not least, energy efficiency. The high energy efficiency of the columns provide the unique feeling of responsiveness in the Nike Shox system. Energy efficiency means that the compression phase, when the foot is coming down onto the ground, and in the expansion phase, when the foot is off the ground, the columns accept and expel energy better than other materials. Nike Shox technology is a midsole cushioning system. It combines resilient, flexible columns with moderator plates for outstanding cushioning. The durable foam columns are made from a tough material that compress and regain its shape well beyond the life of the shoe. Nike Shox systems provide maximum impact protection and unique responsiveness feel through reduced rate of loading, broad load distribution, and energy efficiency. Nike Shox provide cushioning with a system of columns and moderator plates. Durable foam columns between 2 moderator plates, available in configurations ranging from 2 Shox columns to full-length Shox cushioning. Nike Shox column shapes may vary based on gender and athletic activity. Running uses circular columns to provide great cushioning in the heel crash zone. But on the medial side, oval columns offer more stability to slow the rate of pronation. Responsive, energy-efficient cushioning. Also, there is also another kind of Shox cushioning system. It's called Air Shox. There isn't too much information on them, even at Nike. It's something they barely use. They mess around with it. I'll explain some of the features of it. So Nike Air Shox, 2 plates and 4 air columns make up the Nike Shox with Air experience. The Nike Shox with Air debuted in 2008. The plates moderate the impact while the air columns provide the cushioning. The new interactive pneumatic Nike Shox system in a 4-column configuration at the heel. P-backs top and bottom plates engineered to distribute impact pressure evenly across the heel. Some benefits of this Nike Air Shox technology: great impact protection and the smoothest transition ever delivered by Nike Shox. Both plates are highly articulated to allow each Nike Shox unit to respond more independently on impact. Offers Air Max-like protection cushioning with the responsiveness of Nike Shox for a truly unique ride to the athlete. So that's a little bit about Air Shox. Again, there's not too much information out there about them. Pretty simple. I just explained it in those small little fragments of information. Again, they don't usually do it a lot. Debuted in 2008. It's still kind of new. Cool thing about Shox is they also have designs for women only. You know, women specific Shox models. Nike Shox for women, they're designed specifically for the woman's foot. The platform is a lower profile, the shoes are sleeker, the heel is sculpted, the weight has been reduced, and they're less superhero and more feminine, if you get what I mean. So right now I'm going to show you some configurations of Shox and pictures, and show you what categories these actual configurations fall into. They're both used for men and women. So the training-specific Nike Shox configuration uses 3 triangular shaped columns placed in the lateral stability zone for the best stability during side-to-side movements. 2 round columns are located in the medial crash zone for cushioning. The running-specific Nike Shox configuration uses 3 round columns on the lateral side or crash zone for cushioning. 2 oval columns on the medial side add stability and guide the foot through the foot strike. The walking-specific Nike Shox configuration uses 5 round columns for cushioning. An isolated column in the heel increases cushioning, and the 2 columns in the transition zone help produce a smooth transition. So when Shox are circular and not actually like oval or whatever, it's for maximum energy return on impact. It has nothing to do with anything else. It's just for when they're circle, they give the most energy back. So another cool feature about Shox that a lot of people actually ask is, why are there bands around the actual Shox columns? So I'm going to explain. The purpose of the band is to limit the compressibility of the columns. thereby preventing the system from bottoming out. Given the density of the shock columns, it might seem excessive for them to even do that, but obviously with athletes being as big as they are nowadays, and I guess, you know what I mean, you're better safe than sorry. It's an extra precaution for the cushioning. So all in all, the easiest way I can explain Nike Shox system to you in like our terms, like me and you terms, you know what I mean, without being like a scientist or whatever, you know what I mean. This is a shock, right? I'm just giving you an example. This is a VC4. This is a shock system. As you see, like I showed you in pictures, there's two moderator plates. There's the bottom, and then there's the top moderator plate. All right, two moderator plates, and then you have the columns in between. So obviously, when you land on your heel on the outside. So you land, right? So how the system works is when you land, the shock of impact distributes across the plate, the PVAX moderator plate, right? It distributes from impact all throughout the plate to each column. So to each column that impact distributes. So now the columns actually bring the shock up to the next moderator plate, and it's distributing it across a broader area. Instead of taking one hard impact in this point of your foot, in your heel, it actually distributes the shock across your whole entire heel, or it depends on the configuration. It could just be directly in your heel, it can distribute it. If it's 4 columns, a broader area in your heel. If it's 6 columns like this one, your whole back midfoot. Or if it's full length configuration, obviously your whole foot is distributed. And it works pretty well. Again, this reduces the rate of reloading, and it also prevents running related impact injuries. So again, you land on your heel, the shock, that's why they call it Shox, guys. The shock goes through the moderator plate, comes up the columns, gets to the other moderator plate, and obviously that shock has been distributed across the foot already because of the shock system. So that's the easiest way for me to explain it to you guys, if you guys didn't understand what I was saying. So yeah, guys, I'm about to show you 3 phases in the 16 years of the research and development of Nike Shox. Again, this technology actually took a long time for Nike to make. Like I said, 16 years of development and research, and they finally got it down. So here's the history. So after 16 years of research and development, one of the industry's most innovative shoes debuted in the late 2000s with unmatched responsiveness and impact protection. Nike Shox cushioning utilizes revolutionary columns to provide maximum support and cushioning. The columns are made from highly resilient urethane foam and are designed to maximize cushioning and stability. So this first picture you see right here, the shoe is approximately from 1984. The concept behind it is steel springs in the midsole. The goal of the shoe was to improve the economy of running. Inspiration was Harvard Tune Track. The experiment: insert the interchangeable coil springs in the midsole to test for improved performance. So this second picture here was from approximately 1990-ish. The concept here was injected molded envelope with foam columns inside, as you can see. The inspiration: new materials, merged pillar cushioning ideas with a spring plate. And the experiment was they developed an envelope of more durable material and insert mechanical columns made from high durability foam. Experiment with column shapes, placement, and density. So yeah, you see that actual sample. And now this actual picture here, this one's approximately from 1997 to 98. This is the shot you're more used to seeing and how they look. This is when they started getting it right. Again, this is around 1997, 1998 approximately. The concept here was placed with foam columns in between. The goal here was continued exploration of an alternate cushioning system to Nike Air technology. The inspiration: new durable foam materials available. The experiment: bring us to the products as they are today, ever evolving. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed those pictures. For the most part, most of the sneaker community has never seen these pictures of the 2 early samples of Shox. So I hope you enjoy it. I hope you like that I actually gave you an inside look at the research and development side of Nike. Again, if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, anything, just leave them in the comment box. I answer, you know what I mean? And that's pretty much it that I have for Nike Shox. Thank you for checking me out. If you liked this video and you thought it was very informative, please give me a like, give me a subscribe, tell your friends, you know what I mean? I enjoy doing this and teaching people more about the stuff they're wearing. To me, it's more about function than anything. Alright guys, thank you for checking me out, Just for Kicks 212. Add me on Twitter at JustForKicks212. Add me on Instagram, JustForKicks212 as well. Everything's Just for Kicks 212. Know what I mean? So check me out. Yo, son. Yo, son, I just noticed every time I try to talk on the camera or read, it's like I'm talking mad white, like mad prop.